Ohai. Arad, the city in the south of Israel on the mountain pass in the Judaic desert located in close proximity to the remains of ancient Arad mentioned in the Bible and destroyed more than 2700 years ago. Arad is in 25 kilometers to the west of the Dead Sea and in 45 kilometers to the east of the city of Beersheba. 25530 people. 2018. Including various ethnic and social groups, such as Sephardic Jews and Ashkenazi, Black Jews and Bedouins, secular and religious Jews, indigenous Israelis and repatriates live in the city. The first attempt to resume the Jewish presence in the territory of modern Arad was made in 1921, however the city was founded only in November 1962 as one of the last cities of development. The first modern attempt to found a settlement near ancient Arad, Tel Arad, was made on February 23, 1921. 9 men and 2 women tried to lodge in this area, but in 4 months left it as didn't find water. The second attempt of development of this area was made in the early 60s. Development of the plan of creation of the city began on November 15, 1960 according to the order of the cabinet with the budget of 50,000 Israeli liras. The location of the city was approved on January 31, 1961. Arad was founded in 1962 by 160 young people, natives of Israel and natives of Argentina. At the height of 640 meters over the level of the ocean there is a mountain pass where the microclimate is much more acceptable for human life than below at the Dead Sea. The population generally works in hotels of the Dead Sea, in the city on the bank of the Dead Sea under the name Ein Bokek. After 1971 Arad accepted a great number of the Jewish immigrants, mainly from the Soviet Union and also from the English-speaking countries and Latin America, and his population increased from 4,000 in 1969 to 10500 people in 1974. In the first half of the 1990th to Arad there arrived 6,000 more immigrants from the former Soviet Union. Due to the inflow of refugees and illegal immigrants from the African countries in 2005-2010 in the city there was a criminogenic situation. For their 2010 there were about 1,000 people here. According to the Central Statistical Bureau of Israel, the population for the beginning of 2020 made 25245 people. The main part of residents of Arad are natives of the European countries, and natives of the USA make half of the population of Arad. In the city it is possible to meet the Massachusetts of Bedouins from neighboring settlements. They use the Arad banks and state institutions. In April 2010 I won Tully Ploskov elections of the mayor of Arad, the candidate from the party of Andy. After her transition to the Knesset, a post of the head of the city I held Nisan bin Hamo. Economy. Besides tourism, in Arad also other industries are also developed. So since 1971 in the city produce phosphoric acid, processing a brine of the Dead Sea and also phosphates from the nearby field Arad Rotem. In the city the following enterprises work. Arad Textile Industries based in Arad in 1976, transferred in 2014 production from the city abroad. On highways from Arad to the Dead Sea 25 kilometers. Roads, generally are the mountain serpentine which is considered one of the most dangerous roads in the country. with the highway beautiful landscapes open. And from Arad to Beersheba 45 km. Arad is also the nearest town on the way to Massad's fortress, to a historical monument known in Israel. When Massachusetts' construction of hotels on the coast of the Dead Sea began, for employees of these hotels it was decided to create a place for housing. In the neighborhood of Arad, such mammals as a striped hyena, an ordinary jackal, a red fox, an ordinary gazelle, a porcupine, a Cape daemon, a Cape hare, the Ethiopian hedgehog, and also different types of rodents and bats live. The pasture of the cultivated types is widespread. Camels, goats and sheep. Climate of Arad arid, with moderate winter and in the hot, long summer. In the city 6 comprehensive elementary schools work. Halamish, Yelamafarim, Tlalim, Avisha, Democratic School and High School of Arad. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.